Hey, everybody. Hi, YouTube. I know a long time no see here. Um, Sorry, I'm just plugging my phone in. Right. So here we are. I figured I would come back around and see how people are doing. I just haven't been feeling YouTube anymore. Just doing regular videos, that's all. Um, Going live just really isn't the time to be doing it anymore. Sometimes we need to do something else, and that's what I'm doing is something else. I'm not replacing one thing with another. I'm just doing something else. And I hope that doesn't disappoint people too much, but sometimes you just have to do something else. And seeing how my life is now is exactly why I need to do something else. So I know some people are questioning why I would focus on another platform over this one, and this is exactly why. I go live, I get the same lovely 3-4 people, and I don't want to do it anymore. I'm gonna do TikTok a little bit more now. Hey, Justin. um it's just, you need to broaden your horizons. It's not about money. Being on here is not about money. It's not about things. I want to move out of my place, and sure, that equals money, but I'd rather earn it on my own and things like that. But YouTube just isn't, where it's at anymore. So you need to expand your horizons, and that's what TikTok's all about. You have to move on to other ideas, and that's my plan. It's not it's not going anywhere anymore, Heather. It's crap. My channel's crap now. Nobody wants to watch me anymore, and I'm moving on. I'm not like leaving this channel for nothing. It's just only gonna be videos only. No more live streaming for a while, and you know, I could try something else somewhere else, and that's all it is. It's not me abandoning my channel. It's just you need to expand. You can't just stay on one platform and hope it's going to go well forever. It's not. It's not. You have to expand. You can't just stay on YouTube and hope that somebody's going to come. No, it's got nothing with YouTube, isn't there? Just there's other reasons as to why my channel is where it is, and I'm not going to get on into it on my live stream or anything else. It's got nothing to do with what I've done. It's got things to do with other people and other issues. But I'm not going to get into it because it's time to move on from old issues. And that's all I'm doing. And sometimes you just need a new start. What if you're in a job that sucks, like Marshall's? Do you stay and continue to be miserable? And, no. You have to expand your horizons. And like I said, YouTube is just, it's not, you can't just stay here and hope for the best. You have to like do other things. So you have to brand yourself too. You could build your channel, but you could with TikTok, you actually can link your YouTube channel to your TikTok, so you could build up a following on YouTube on TikTok, and then those people will come over here. That's the point. It's not about money. I never came on here to strike it rich, you know. All you lovely people dropping super chats was literally a waste because YouTube took it all. So, what's the point? I never came on here for money. I never came here for money. I actually have been doing TikTok longer than YouTube. Nanny Boo Boo started it first, and that was on TikTok. I can't do Nanny Boo Boo on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like her here. They keep throwing those videos out because there's some kind of copyright or I can't do that here. I don't feel like I could do comedy here. It's just not possible here. This is for, I feel like with YouTube, I have to do what women are supposed to do. I have to do what women are supposed to do, which is unboxings. And, it's hard to create a character on YouTube because I don't have the tools here to do it. TikTok has the tools, and, it is what it is. You know, Unboxings are expensive, and and then you get loaded up with garbage you don't really need. And look at all the unboxing channels. It's all that, when a company I'll take Globin for example. Okay, I don't like Globin anyways. They're expensive, and they have really bad, poor, um they really have a poor customer service, right? Let's take that. You know how many women are unboxing that same box? And you know how many women are being showcased on their Facebook page or their website? I see the same 3 people every time. The same 3. You're not going to stand out with BoxyCharm here or Globin or FabFitFun. Hey, Painkiller. So you need to expand your horizons. I feel like YouTube is for unboxings and TikTok is for comedy. You do this here, I do that over there. So you have to expand your horizons. Maybe if you do maybe if I do the comedy on TikTok and my channel is linked here, maybe those people will come here. Unfortunately though, TikTok has a lot of children and I have a lot of kid followers, which that's life. But again, you can't just sit here on YouTube and expect it to go well without moving on somewhere else. And a lot of TikTokers have YouTube channels. A lot of them do. There's people out there. There's a woman that I think she's absolutely wonderful. She lives in Marilyn Monroe's house, and hey, bless this crazy mess. She lives in Marilyn Monroe's house. She has a TikTok and a YouTube. I mean, in my case, my YouTube channel has more followers than my TikTok, but I get more views and likes on TikTok. So, there's obviously something going wrong here and going better over there. So you have to figure something else to do here. It's not about money, it's about creating content that makes sense. And unfortunately, YouTube, I don't think I could do that here as much anymore. I did a poll and I asked you guys if you guys want to, watch. I can't combine TikTok with YouTube. No, fortunately not, because TikTok has better rules about copyright than YouTube does. So no, like I said, Nanny Boo Boo's not welcome on YouTube. She's not welcome here. So sorry to say, the one thing that probably would have gotten me what I need here and see, I'm live. See here, I'm live. 3 people. It's like, why bother anymore? That's why I haven't gone live anymore, because nobody really comes to see me anymore. It's probably because I suck. I'm not as fun anymore because, we all know what happened. And it's not a matter of letting people who do you dirty win. It's a matter of you being the bigger person and expanding and doing something else. And let them have their space and you moving on and to bigger and better things. You can make money on TikTok, actually. It's not like YouTube, because YouTube, you could put an hour-long video out. TikTok, well, it sure feels like it these days. It just feels like the live stream is no longer there. It's been like that long before. It's been like that long before, all this. We all know what happened. I don't need to explain myself. We all know why things happened the way they did. And I'm not going to explain it. But all of a sudden, the funny thing in life is I must be cool to some people, because now I have shadows that I don't even want. I got people who, saw that I was doing this. They joined, started doing this. They saw I was doing TikTok. They're doing that. But honestly, I've been doing TikTok longer than I've been doing YouTube. It's just that I didn't focus. See, that's the thing, is I was doing really good at TikTok when I first started it. And it wasn't called TikTok when I was on there. When I first started, it was called Musical.ly. I started when it was Musical.ly. And that's when Nanny Boo Boo came along. And, no, the people who are here are the ones who try not to miss. But, the same people who, Unfortunately, some people add me to Facebook and we don't have the same politics, the same idea on politics. This is why politics need to stay off of YouTube. And maybe adding people from YouTube on your friends list is not really a good idea either. You know, I swear, and I'm pagan, whatever. I don't take sides in government. I just don't. But unfortunately, some YouTubers added me onto Facebook and they're one-sided. I'm two-sided, like no-sided. I don't take a side, and I feel like that's also, you know, had an impact on my channel. Can you be with friends with somebody who has different thank you, Lewis. Can you be friends with people who have different politics? Sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, I understand that, Marcy. You know, this whole thing is a mess. You know, I'm living in a war zone, you know, that also makes me not want to do things, you know. We'll see on Facebook. I do want to talk about those things because these are the things that bother me. You know, I don't like Cuomo and I don't like Trump. I don't like authority. How about that? But I follow the rules. You know, I follow the rules. I follow what I'm supposed to be doing because, you know, with this whole mess, we'd probably be enjoying our summer if we all listened to what we were told. And I know that's like sounds really horrible, but you know, what we're being told to do. But the reason they're telling us to do things is because, you know, this is costing a lot of money and time to a lot of people, you know, and I literally am stuck in a place that I can't stand to begin with. And then to throw this in the mix where I cannot leave. Yeah. I mean, I'm friends with people who, you know, see, I'm the type of person that if you post something I don't agree with, I don't say anything. But I expect the same respect, you know what I'm saying? I don't like Cuomo. I don't like what he's done to New York in regards to, you know, he's been too nice. He's been too nice. I mean, can you force people to stay home? Yeah, you sure as hell can. And you should have done it from the very beginning. I'm sorry to say this, but you should have done it from the very beginning. Because now, no one's going to be opening anytime soon. This Fauci guy says, oh, well, if you open too soon, we're going to have another problem. Well, we knew that. We knew that. Hello, Blessed Pro Gamer. Welcome. You know, it is what it is. But the thing is, there's no right or wrong side in politics. That's the thing is I'm one of those people who realize that there's no right or wrong side. They both suck. You know? The 2016 election, I got attacked by Democrats because I wouldn't vote for Hillary. And I'm sure I'll get it again this go round because I won't vote for either or. You can hate on me on YouTube for doing that. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to. You can't do that. I'm not going to vote for the lesser of the two evils. That's ridiculous. I'm going to vote for the people that I like. That's what it's supposed to be like. Not you pick which morals or ethics you like and which one to override the ones you do. You know. Wow. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be opening anything here. Unfortunately, so I could explain that. So the way New York is rolling is, I guess there's a 7-point system. There's a 7-point point system. Hey, Adelaide. There's a 7-point system here. And Long Island as a whole has 5 out of 7. But my county has 2 and the other county has 3. So I don't know how, I thought they were supposed to break it down, but apparently Long Island as a whole has 5 out of 7, but both counties, my county has less, and the other one's doing a little better, probably because they're closer to New York City. They also didn't have the rich people coming out to the Hamptons. You know, we had a problem at the very beginning of all this where, you know, we had people who have beautiful $1 million townhomes in New York City, and they didn't want to stay there. So they decided that they would just come out to the Hamptons. Either they had their own house or they rented one. And in fact, I just saw a post yesterday asking somebody if they had a rental home for my town for the summer. And I hope to God nobody helps her, because we don't need any more of this. So what happens is New York City, well, Rochelle got it first, which is up in Hudson County, and then New York City got it, and then it started moving east, just like a storm that usually, when we have storms, usually it starts, west, it comes east, or goes east and goes west. But unfortunately, in the virus world, there's not many people who live in the Hamptons, so, it wouldn't have started there. And so, I mean, the people who are commuting to work, that's one thing, but there are people who are ordered to stay home and refuse to do that. And they came out here and brought it here. So unfortunately, we will probably be the last to we'll be the last to finish in New York State. And unfortunately, now there's a new version of the virus, or connected to the virus, or something of that nature, where it's attacking children, and it's causing kidney failure and things like that, and it's a horrible mess. So I kind of, in my personal, from what I'm seeing, is we have not finished the first wave, and I really don't think that the children will be going back to school in September. Um, it stinks, but I just don't foresee that happening in September. I just don't see how it's possible. As it is, they were predicting that we can't even move to phase two of our phase two till maybe the end of June. We can't even move to phase one of reopening, because, we haven't met the points. We need to have 5 out of 7 points, and supposedly each phase is a 2-week phase. So I don't really see that happening, unfortunately. And like I said, unfortunately, I'm stuck in a place that I don't like. I had plans on moving this year, and just like last year, the government shut down because of, what was going on last year happened, and I couldn't move. And now this government shutdown has forced me to lock in here another year. And I know everyone likes or needs to hear updates about the ladies upstairs. And yeah, no, they're definitely not going. Yeah. So, in regards to the ladies upstairs, it was all quiet on the Western Front we've been in quarantine for 9 weeks now, and Saturday was the first, and I'm sure it'll be many, because, we're stuck inside. So there was a blow up upstairs, and the nasty one beat up. Hey, the trucker's life, how you doing? Hope you're staying safe out there. So the one upstairs, the bad one upstairs, beat up the nice one. Megan, she left. Megan moved out before quarantine, so they're looking to put a new person in soon, which I didn't think they were allowed to do that, but apparently they are somewhere along the line. I guess there's homeless people, and they want to get them, into a permanent residence, but I don't know how moving residents into, I don't know how that works, but I don't know how they're going to be able to social distance up there. I mean, I could social distance as long as I don't go in the garage when the new person's in there. I don't even want to go in the garage to do my laundry at all, because the other one beat the crap out of the other one now. She's got bruises all over her neck. She had nail marks on her neck. She had some big bruise on her arm. I'm afraid this lady's going to come after me next. So imagine being quarantined, and then being quarantined in a place you can't stand. But then again, I want to live. Like, I want to live, and you have to make a choice. Do you want to live, or do you want to take the risk and not live? I don't even know. She's crazy. This lady needs help. Hey, Matthew. The problem is, this lady has been in need of help for a long time, and So what happens is when you're in this kind of, I'm in a housing program for handicapped people. I'm just in the highest phase of housing because I'm family housing. I do have Section 8. I can leave, but now I can't because my lease is officially locked in. So what happens here is in handicapped housing, these people are supposed to take care of you. They're supposed to make sure you're safe and, you have what you need. And so, yeah. So what happens is, wow, Matthew, they're gonna let you move to California. Aren't they getting shut down for the next 3 months? But you know what? That shout out to California though. Let me just take a moment here because I'm in New York and we're in the war zone here. You know what? I just want to give a shout out to California because that's where Miss Kelly wants to live. I think they did a pretty good job at the very beginning, locking everybody up. So for everyone who says you can't lock up the people, you can and you should because we're stuck here. Although hoarding should have been, a no-brainer. That should not have happened. But California did the right thing in the beginning, but unfortunately then you decided to open up. So yeah, so what happens in this form of housing is they have to provide you with help. So because this lady is mentally ill, and they don't want to just throw her out on the street, they have to give her opportunities to change. And she can't because she doesn't have the ability to do that. And unfortunately, the Office of Mental Health is the one who controls whether or not the housing agencies can remove someone from a property. Unfortunately, if they even wanted to start an eviction process, they can't because Governor Cuomo has put those protections in place to so you can't get evicted till August. And so so they can't move her out. They cannot remove her until Cuomo lifts the eviction ban. And the reason that is, in order to take this woman to court for her behavior, they have to stop accepting rent. So it looks like she's not paying anymore. Okay, see you later, Marcy. So it looks like they have to make it look like she's not paying anymore. And then when they get to the court, then they can explain the other problems. But she beat the crap out of the other lady upstairs. And unfortunately, the police are not going to be banging on people's doors to remove her. So it is what it is. It's unfortunate. I think what needs to start happening after this is over is the housing programs need to do something different. They need to stop with this roommate shenanigans. That's the problem. They take 2, 3, 4 people, strangers that don't even know each other. They put them into an apartment and, and it doesn't work. It just never works. They put me in a room. Before Jacob was born, I was in another program, and I was in a house, a 2-bedroom house with a lady that she was very Christian, and I am not. I swear. I have tattoos and all those things. I don't think so, Matthew. I don't think there's ever going to be anything normal, or I don't think we're ever going to go back to that. But while we're not going to go back to that, it's not good to go to the extreme either and think that the world's going to end either. That we can't have that. That's too much. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Big brother without a camera. They need to stop doing that. And some agencies here have what we call SROs. It's like the new version of a group home. So instead of like having an apartment, you would have a more like a studio apartment, a bed area and a kitchen. They could do that instead, and then leave the 2, 3, 4 bedroom apartments for the families, because family housing is very hard to get. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't take sides in politics. Cuomo decided a few years ago that it was okay to start selling off the abandoned psych hospital grounds to the highest bidders. People keep saying Cuomo 2020 or Cuomo 2024. He's horrible for mental health care. I'm going to flat out tell you this. He's horrible for mental health care. So, no, we can't go to the beach, Matt. Sorry. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Not this year. I don't think we're going to have a summer this year. Listen, if we could at least get the summer, like I know it sucks. We want to go to the beach, we want to go to the pool. I have a trip to Jersey planned for the end of June, which is probably not happening. It is what it is. I'll take I'll weigh out the things here. I would much rather give up my summer so I could at least have Christmas. That would be illegal here. You'd have to, yeah, no, we're not allowed to really have pepper spray. But what I usually suggest to people is like you go to CVS and you get like a sample bottle of hairspray or, Bath and Body Works or something, and you could use that. Unfortunately, I mean, I'm going to assume that the one lady, yeah, I'm not going to pass a gun check. Come on. See, now, if companies wanted to sponsor my channel, then things would be a lot better here. But like I said earlier, it's like when you're a woman, it seems like people expect certain things on YouTube. You have to do, I'm not having guns in my house. Look at Jacob. That's another thing, Jacob is struggling big time. I can't have weapons. No. He is a weapon. I don't know. I don't think so. See, the thing is, they can't reopen the beaches because when they reopen the beaches, 100 people there, everything, and causing too much troubles. If people listened in the beginning, we might have been able to go to the beach this summer. See, that's the thing, like I said, Cuomo's been too nice here. We're on pause. We're not on stay in place. We're not on any fancy orders or anything. Yeah, well, no. But, that's the problem. We really didn't have proper orders here. They were just too nice. They were just too nice. If we had done what Italy had done when they did it, we probably would be enjoying sort of our summer. Maybe summer with a few extra restrictions. I really don't see how we're going to move forward anytime soon. Yeah, I know. But, they need to do something. Cuomo needs to do something. They're going to, I was, well, I wonder about that. I wonder if there's been any studies about that just yet. Pools technically have chlorine in it. Wouldn't that be kind of helpful? I wonder if they've done anything on that yet. I mean, of course, you can't really social distance in the pool too well, unless if it's your own pool, but I wonder if they're going to do anything on that. Like, if you go in the pool, because the pool's loaded with chlorine, keeps, sorry, guys, it keeps things clean, and I wonder if that would be of any help. I don't know. Well, I don't go to public pools, and I don't really swim in the ocean, even if I have the opportunity to do so. It ain't my gig. I'm not a beach bum, not a bum or a beach bum. Not my thing. But yeah, I wonder if they're going to do any studies about that, about how pools may be a positive, if it would be. I wonder if it would be, because like I said, hey, Mr. Doughboy, how you doing? Um, if anyone has any information on pools, if pools are safe, you know. Well, I don't know about that. It doesn't seem like it's slowing down that much, to tell you the truth. Now kids are dying of some mystery illness that may or may not be. I don't know what to believe anymore at this point. I really don't. I don't. I think the best thing we could do is channel this stuff. That's what I'm thinking, Mr. Doughboy, is pools would be safe because of the chlorine. The only reason it wouldn't be safe is, the seat, like people sitting around next to each other. But if you're in the pool where it's chlorinated, I would think that would be a good thing, no? I know they closed the pools here for the summer, so they're not opening any pools. But, I'm in the worst case scenario, so I kind of wish. Yeah, no, it's definitely not gonna. For a long time they said this thing did not like heat. But you remember the good old saying that heat breeds germs? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think they really know much about any of this. I mean, if this was created in a lab, the people who created it should have left a handbook as to how it really works. I don't know. Wow, you're lucky though, Mr. Doughboy. We have lots. We have lots here. I'm in the worst. Like I said earlier in the live, it started in New York. It started in Rochelle. Apparently, a lawyer who traveled to China brought it over there. He wasn't, he did whatever he pleased and passed it around there. And then, New York City, got it. And, it passed out over here. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be opening anything here. We're not even close. New York seems to be the epicenter of all this problem. All right, see you later, painkiller. We seem to be the epicenter of all this mess. And, I don't even know. I have not seen the full numbers for New York City, but they may clean this up better over there than we do over here because they got it second. And unfortunately, like I said, some people just didn't want to stay home over there. And they, what they should have done was, as soon as New York City became a problem, is they should have shut it down immediately, like closed down the bridges and stuff. But they didn't do that, and people were commuting to and from work. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Mr. Doughboy, I can't say I know anyone who's recovered just fine. My kid's grandpa died from it. My friend's dad just passed from it, and somebody else, their mom, passed from it. I'm assuming that I'll have more funerals to attend to after all this. Some people do just fine, and then some people don't. And unfortunately, we're not in a good place here. It's, we're not. No. I mean, I know somebody who recovered from just fine, but let me explain that story to y'all. So I talk about my friend who is in jail, in a prison upstate New York. And it was brought in there by Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was moved into that prison, and this one person nearly killed a lot of people. So this is where I am in regards to being a firm believer of social distancing, is if this person wasn't moved in there, they'd probably be not where they're at now. And, I don't care what crime you did. You're doing the time. When you're in jail, you're doing the time for your crime. That doesn't mean, you're forced to suffer with a virus that, came from somewhere else. Especially since the person who brought it there did far worse things than you. And my friend is in there for something he didn't do. He just talked to the cops without a lawyer, and and even then, the charge that he's charged with is manslaughter, which is technically an accident. So, I am a firm believer in social distancing and the need to do that. However, I also realize that, we can't just stay inside all the time. It doesn't work, but there's some people like myself who have anxiety sitting at home, and I got this lady upstairs who's beating the crap out of the other lady upstairs, and but you got to make a choice. Do you want to live, or do you want to get sick? And if I get sick, it's going to be really dangerous because I have my sleeve, and I can't take a lot of medications. I can't take ibuprofen and things like that. I can't take it because it's on my do not take list. So it would be totally not ideal for me. And then who's going to take care of my kids? If I have to go to the hospital, who's going to take care of my kids? You have to think of the people, and then you have to think of the people who are working in the hospitals too. They're there, and they're overworked, overwhelmed, underpaid even. Got to make a choice. Which is more important, your happiness or somebody else, having to pay for your happiness? That's where we're at now. Well, anyways, guys, so if you don't follow me on TikTok, please do. I'm going to start focusing more over there, just simply because I'm trying to build more audience over here, and my views are doing a lot better over there. So I see that a lot over there, where there's people over there who may have a huge following on YouTube, but they have a smaller following on TikTok, but they get better views and likes and things like that. But then they can transfer that over here. So, when I say I'm doing TikTok over YouTube a little bit, it's because I'm trying to build another audience here. So, and I've been doing quite well over there. I got 100 followers overnight last night. So, organically, too. I didn't have to go to a growth stream. I didn't have to go, fighting for subs or views or begging or anything like that. I just post and I do okay. And, you comment on other people's things, and, so, anywho, thank you for stopping by, since we only have one person in here and there's no point in staying on live for only one person. Sorry. And I will see you guys later. Maybe, maybe not. I do have some subscription boxes coming tomorrow. I think what I'll do is do a full video here and do a 60-second synopsis on TikTok. You got to broaden your horizons. Can't stay in one place forever, All right, guys. See you later, Justin. Bye.